Hello guys, and welcome to the final episode of Uncharted territory. In this episode I'll be flying around the map in creative, giving my thoughts and opinions on the map as a map maker myself, just pointing out what I enjoyed, what I didn't, what you could fix, what worked, what didn't, you'll see. I don't know how interesting this will be if you're not AMLP, but we'll find out. Rugged start. Does what it says on the tin. Apparently, I've now seen AMLP's playthrough of this, DevCom. Apparently there is a chest in here, but it's so well hidden. Oh, is that it right there? Yeah, okay. You might want to make that a little more obvious if you want players to find it, because that's really dark down there. Other than that, I do like this area. Yeah, it just does what it says. Nice area. Okay, the White Wall dungeon. Where are we? Ah, this way. Yeah, this area actually. I think the soul sand's a bit much. Mobs can't burn in soul sand, so actually, especially when it spreads out, you're just making it nigh on impossible for the player to reach it even in daytime. The undergrowth. The dungeon. I think I said this at the time. I do like the dungeon aesthetic. It's nice. It's good for first dungeon. The undergrowth. I doubt you'll have a single player who properly explores this. The difficulty is probably too high. I mean, I was never really going to look in that chest and find anything. Ooh, lag again, sorry. The soul sand, yeah, okay. I think this area needs a bit more lighting up. I'm not sure how much that's been done, how much natural spawns in here have been reduced. I'm going to tone down the number of spawners a little bit. Where is the zombie spawn? Oh, it's right there. That is perhaps a bit much for the first area. Yeah, this area needs a little bit of tweaking. I don't know how much you've done in the updated version. But yeah, that's my thoughts on the undergrowth. Now, onto the more dramatic areas. God damn, this one needs single player commands just to speed up my flying by 3,000 million %. Bear with me. This little corridor is nice. Intersection 1. If there is anything in these lips, didn't find it. The chest up here is nice. The floating island in general is quite nice. Where was that ridge I saw ages ago? I decided there must be something on. Ah, up here. Was there something on it? No. Aha, this is Hungry Like the Wolf. What's that sign? Shut up here, get down and stop cheating. I like it. I'm not cheating, I've beaten the map. I know you've flown through maps in creative before. There's spawners up here? What's up here? Yeah. This area looks nice. I can't really comment as I don't know how well it'll function with the wolves actually being aggressive towards you. The building... Pretty cobwebs. This area was alright. Yeah, okay. Nothing wrong with it. It wasn't dramatically amazing. Just break my way out, it's fine. But, yeah. The spawners at the top of the waterfall were a nice touch. Normally in maps you go up a waterfall and there's something there, and it's normally just generally a little thank you. This, I looted these chests, whatever they were. I can't remember. The tower was alright. Again, I don't know how difficult this map's going to be in this map. This area is going to be in the daytime, so I can't really comment. Yeah, there's still a lot. I don't know. It all depends on the wolves again. You do have passive animals spawning in here. I can hear a chicken there. Where have you missed? Can't see the F3 because I've turned F1 on. What biome are we in? Plains? Yeah, we're in plains in here. So you get passive animals spawning on the grass. That should be changed. That's a big one. Yep, orange wool. Does what it says. Okay, oh, there's a chest up here. Potions low. Personally, in this map, I don't think it's worth changing now. But I'd personally, change from using Vex's, chest setup. It works fine, but it will. I mean, I know you've had a lot of comments about the map being very similar to Spellbound Caves, which actually I can sort of see, but that's not really the point. It's certainly different enough that I accept that you're not copying. But yeah, those chests will certainly not discourage connections like that. The snow trap, yep, good. This area, I know you said it was supposed to be really difficult to use the waterfalls down here. The one blaze spawn, I mean, if I'd brought blocks, I'd have just casually got myself in here pretty easily. I mean, look at all this stuff I just completely ignored. 2 blaze spawners. Just some stuff over on this island. Not bad stuff actually, especially at this point on the map. But I just had no need for it. I could just skip all of it. Aesthetically, the map is nice. This map, the area is nice. I'll probably say map instead of area a lot. I toned down the number of spawners in these islands. They fill really quickly. Is it worth it? That would have been worth it. If not now, then definitely later. Moving on. Yeah, so that's fire and ice. If I don't comment, it means I quite enjoyed it, or I like it sufficiently. It doesn't mean it's unremarkable necessarily, it just means it's not... Well, actually no, it means it's unremarkable, so it's neither good nor particularly bad. Neither particularly good nor particularly bad. Miners Guild, oh god, the creepers. I think you've fixed this since. Yeah, all this stuff in here. Oh! There's a trap there. Hello, trap. Didn't know about that. That's new. Okay. Oh no, it's not. I did know about that. Yeah, brewing stands there. I never used them, so I can't really comment. Can't remember what was in that chest. Probably some food, I think. The lacerators. Level 3 and level 4 are quite good weapons. But really they're not that worth bothering with before that. A sword is going to be better, and I don't know if that's what you want to achieve. Oh, shut up. Oh look, I glitched. Oh no, there we go. For these dispensers, I personally, rather than putting 2 skeleton spawners up here, which made getting up here a nightmare, I have put a spider spawner here, because spiders will activate multiple ones at once, and 1 spider spawner is much, much, much less of a horrendous hassle. Down on the fleecy box, I know you've fixed this area up some. But yeah, simple enough stuff. Spider spawner, I never really went to get that. See, there was a spawner up here. I knew there was a spawner up here. Yeah. Simple enough stuff. Okay. This area, oh god, this area. Hang on, I'll get some... I've got torches. I like this area up some. Yeah, this area was... I don't know why I was so paranoid about this area. I think it was the fact that you naturally funnel the player right here. I mean, you're walking along down a fairly wide chasm, and it's getting narrower and narrower. And I did not like that idea at all. So yeah. Ah, it was over here, was it? There it is. I'm going to assume this is a player dispenser. Player detector. That is indeed a player detector. It's a fairly loose player detector as well, so it won't always go off. That's probably a better idea. Yeah. I don't know how effective that trap will be. I didn't fall for it. That one was nice. You should probably hide this bedrock. It just looks ugly. But yeah. That's probably difficult to control with TNT. Intersection 2. I want to see it in the day. Intersection 2. I did like this intersection. There's probably hidden loot chests abound I didn't spot. Stuff on top of here and etc. Oh god, I'm not going to dig. There's so much gravel. But yeah, this house is a good base. Simple enough stuff. Let's chuck a record in. Whoops, well, that's not a button. Oh, that's a trap as well. Oh, my chest! Oh, whatever, I don't care. Do I have a lava block on me? Yeah, I do. Just to get rid of all that so it doesn't lag me out. Yeah, this house is... Yeah, I like this house. I like the use of note blocks for decoration around. But yeah, this intersection was generally quite nice. I'd go in the order I did them, then I have to go through Calamity Castle twice. So we'll go Supercharged Vex, Calamity Castle. Supercharged, I think you know my thoughts on this, but it was easy. Oh. Wait, hang on. Let's see how much gravel I get. That is a lot of gravel. That is a lot of gravel. That must have been roughly a stack. Yeah, this area was easy. No other word for it. Vamp up the challenge. Ooh, there's spawners on here. Charged or not? Not. Yeah, I think that's one of the things you need to change. There's an awful lot of creepers in here that aren't charged. I do like the story to this area. I certainly wouldn't have objected had you done that more often. It just adds a little bit of flavour to each area. Is this all? Yeah. The use of damage value TNT is always fun, especially for new players who've never seen it or heard of it before. Oh, that wasn't. You probably want to fix that one. Yeah, I think you need more charged creepers in here. The Enderman, yeah, I suppose you could have made an Ender Pearl farm out of them. I personally don't use Ender Pearls that much. This area was easy. Yeah, there was nothing dangerous in Supercharged, really, if you were vaguely cautious. Yeah, apparently all this is powered. Yeah, just fields of redstone torches. Which does make for a nice gimmick, but it's not dangerous enough, really. Ramp up the explosions, TNT traps everywhere. Go mental. What next? Vexed. Okay, Vexed. I'm not sure about this area. You see, I like it. As an area, it works. Oops, we're flying a bit high there. Yeah, oh well. Simply enough to stop players bridging. Lighting glitch over here, but you probably knew about that. It's pretty obvious. There we are, fixed it. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. You should make use of that more often. Just the one that didn't update. So that's cool. You should do that more often. I know I'll be stealing that. But yeah. This area was suitably difficult, but if you were cautious enough, you weren't really ever going to die. The gravel falling out from underneath you is seriously the biggest challenge you'll ever have in here. Unless you're stupid. I probably was overcautious. But, I mean, you can see. I didn't do too badly in here. It certainly wasn't a complete nightmare like I was expecting. Time consuming though, you might want to consider changing that a bit. I'll change to peaceful for a sec. Just to get rid of them. Whoops. Yeah. Sorry, just get rid of the noises. But yeah, you might want to make it a bit easier to make a path. Or a bit shorter to make a path. Less time consuming. Because if the gravel does go wrong, it'll take a while. Calamity Castle. Blazes burnt this bridge to hell. I'm assuming it was Blazes, actually, that burnt it to hell. Oh, well, remember, this trap down here, that spawner will not do anything because it's in water and it can't spawn anything into the light area. These potions of harming are for girls. I'd personally, if you really want to give the player a surprise, use these. That way, when you activate it, they'll start having problems. It's a nice location for the iron. I'm going to spend a while mining it out. This TNT trap is more of an experience trap than a TNT trap. The castle itself, I don't know, that was pretty... Oh, sorry, that redstone I never ever used. But I don't know if that's just me. The castle itself, I found relatively easy. I'm not sure if that's because I had some great equipment, but easy it was. I still don't understand why there's gas spawners in the corner, really. It's not as if I'm going to be spending too much time, you know, bridging up in the corners. Same with the ceiling, or I suppose, just as a rule of thumb, it won't hurt to have them. Shut your face. Got a sword on me. I've got that. I suppose just as a rule of thumb, it doesn't hurt to build things all over the walls, although it certainly wasn't necessary here. Yeah, I don't know if this area was easy because I had some great enchanted kit, or just because it was easy, but this certainly wasn't difficult at all. Seriously, the worst moment I had in here was when I had no sword. And even then I just ran through for ages until I eventually found a point where I could put a sword in my hotbar. I do like the use of note blocks for decoration. It's a nice touch. I like the various balconies and stuff. The castle itself looks pretty good. It's square without, you know, being a huge square monstrello. You know, I'm wondering if this is where all those zombies I encountered were. Well, that's not some bad kit. Some pretty good kit. At all. Actually, I think he'd revealed that. Oh, shut your mouth. Yeah, let's get rid of that. Sorry, there's zombies everywhere and they're really loud. I'm just gonna switch myself to peaceful for now. Just for the noise more than anything. Yeah, note blocks. I do like use of note blocks for decoration. Overall, the aesthetics in the castle are good. I enjoyed the castle a lot, actually. The castle was a fun and enjoyable area. Let's get up. Yeah. Moving on to intersection 3. Is that spawner? No, that's what I'm actually doing down here. The giving a speed potion there is good. It actually also tells them there's an intersection. I learnt that that meant intersection pretty quickly. Which is why I knew at intersection 4? Yeah. That was what this was. So that was all cool. This intersection, apart from being glitchy, this intersection is laggy. I don't know why. I mean, you can see it now. I lag in this intersection an awful lot. A monument. I can see that most people would build a base here. Given that I had a railway, I wasn't that bothered. The stupid Super Till 9000. Nah, whatever. I mean, I imagine there's probably some more loot up here somewhere. But I'm not that bothered. Fun guy. Yeah, okay. Typical brown wool. Excuse me. Simple enough, really. I didn't really bother looking around this area particularly hard. I sort of assumed that for the difficulty you weren't going to be giving me any magically awesome equipment. I have seen in your developer commentary this thing up here. That's well hidden enough, I think. If you've put more than one in ever, you're screwed because there's multiples and then they can breed. But yeah, this area, good. Simple enough, typical brown wool stuff. Yeah. Moving on to... let's move on to the web. Just one last shot of my completed monument. Okay, that'll do. The web. I approached it in a new and probably exciting way. I doubt you'll see many people try what I did. I suspect all these islands up here are full of spawners to stop you, coming in from the top. There's a lot of spawners up here. I think these 4 here, you might want to tone down a little bit. I was just being rained on. You also might want to give a more obviously clear path to the wall, or just indicate somehow how you're meant to get to it. Because I had no idea. Whereas it looks good, I think if you say... Yeah, I think there's... if you left, say... Oh, I'm stuck in webs. Ugh. A sort of path more like this, but with less webs, up to about here. I think it'd be fairly obvious that you could go in from here and you still have to pillar a bit. Which I think what you're meant to do from your devcom. Yeah. Dangerous area. The outer ring belies difficulty. I'd consider putting more loot in here for sort of completing the area. I'd put something possibly in the fleecy box, because this is the sort of area that when it's done and you go, oh, there is some loot in here. There's a bucket of milk. I suppose that would have been kind of helpful. Not really. Yeah, when you go through this sort of area and you complete it, it's always nice to get a little well done at the end. Because this area is proper intersection 3 material. But probably for a harder map, actually. I would have personally not been surprised at the difficulty of that if you'd put it in Kaizo. And I don't think this map's as hard as Kaizo. Scorched Desert, let's have this at day again. This place, too many blaze spawners, I think. I was never going to come up here. Yeah. This place wasn't difficult, but also that sharpness 2 sword is really actually quite good. I wouldn't have left that here if I were you. I'm surprised there's a chest up here. Nothing great. Yeah, I think this area needs to be harder, in all honesty. I've probably called it Scorched Desert a lot. I think it's actually called Blazing Sands. Why the hell is there a chest down here? Oh, hello, diamond shovel. I could have used... Oh, well, I got an efficiency 1 shovel anyway, it's fine. The one thing I never found was a diamond axe. Actually, I never found the diamond pick either, but I've just seen your devcom, so I know where that is. You do need to... If you're going to have all the diamond tools, you may as well have a proper diamond. Yeah, that's where I found the other diamond shovel. You probably don't want to put them so close together. Oh, there's a spawner in the nose of this thing. That's where I got shot by something from, is it? Yeah, anything on top of here? Yeah, a ton of spawners. Okay. Yeah, I think this area needs ramping up in difficulty. Apparently that gold block was intentional, although it seems a little bit dodgy. Oh god, it looks really derpy now. Yeah. Anyway, moving on. The tripwire trap. I think the zombies do give it away. I just looked back through my footage. I just saw how many potions got launched at me right at that moment. Yeah, it's a dangerous place for a tripwire trap. I think the zombies kill it. Sorry, let's pay attention to where I'm going. Intersection 4. I gave my thoughts on this. It's cool, but yeah, it just seems a bit unexpected that I'm suddenly in hell. I don't know if there's any loot chests lying around in the intersection. There probably are somewhere. I didn't really need them. The intersection does look good. I'd have made the pumpkins jack-o'-lanterns. Actually, just for sake of appearance. If you want to light the place up. I don't know if you should light the bridges up or not. It is dangerous on the bridges, certainly. The graveyard. Okay, that tells you there are two wool in here. I'd have given a hint that it was in a grave somewhere. Something like, it's a grave decision. Some terrible pun left, maybe inside the chapel. And you know, I never saw the top of this. Wasn't going to the sky. I wonder what's in here. Oh, a good diamond chest plate. Let's go to my survival inventory. Can anyone see said diamond chest plate? No? Did anyone see what just happened to said diamond chest plate? No? I never saw that gas spawner either. I don't think that activates from down here. Yeah, you can't see on the altar either. But yeah, the chapel, I'd leave a little hint in saying there was a wool in a grave. There are a lot of graves to dig in. Looking at the area from up here, you can see just how much I did. I'm sure I could probably count them all, but effort. So yeah, simple enough stuff. Otherwise, fairly good area. I like it. Right, piggy roulette. This is where I have a real issue with the intersection. At what point was I supposed to feel challenged by the red wool? The biggest challenge, in all seriousness, was that I poured lava down the start. I don't know if I'll turn it on to not peaceful for the sake of spawning things. I don't know if it's this just that I got lucky in finding the right route. Oh, are these guys actually angry? Are there a lot of angry ones? Sorry, let's put that on. Let's take that off. Yeah, he's not angry. I don't know if it's just that I found the right route first time. But, oh shit, no, he is angry. Okay. I think it might have been that I found the route first time then. Okay, let's just switch back into creative. And F1 that. But, I found this area really easy. I just sort of tried to go as straight and towards the opposite wall as I could. What's through this tiny gap? Nothing. That's a nice troll. yeah, the whole area being silverfish is right. Stops tunneling without it all being bedrock. I don't know if you knew that silverfish can now nip you without getting your head. Ugh. I now can't find my way. Ah, this is it. Oh no, this was one of the ways I didn't go. Yeah, it'll be this way then. No? Whatever. Yeah, it wasn't difficult to find my way. It was frustrating as hell. Well, it had the potential to be frustrating as hell. But I just got through it with pretty much relative ease. Where's the way out? Here. I can't be bothered to go through and find the wool chest. Simple enough. I don't know if I made that easy or if that was just too easy. I'd make it so that it's a more difficult near the wool chest though, because really the difficulty never threatened me. Okay, the black wool. Now I've heard you say numerous times that you think this is really difficult. This put me in such a state of paranoia. It's not really. I'm going to go back to peaceful because otherwise there'll be gas noises everywhere and it'll be unpleasant. I don't know if you've thought through the use of pistons yet, but in all seriousness, I took this way too seriously. I wasn't actually that threatened. The diamond was probably actually a little bit scarier than the black wool. I do love that you gave limited diamonds though. What? 27. Diamond is a good amount, I think. Didn't see that spawn under here. What is it? A blaze? Yeah. Okay, I did wonder where they were coming from, but they weren't that big a threat. Yeah, if you want this to be properly hard, vamp it up. Just pump it up some. Seriously. Just go for it. More ghast spawners, I think. Turn more of these into blazes. There are what? 2 blaze spawners in this entire thing? The blaze is what gave me the trouble. The pillar of gold. I think this should be where you force the player to get the gold. Really? I do remember seeing gold somewhere else, actually. In the map. I think this should be where the player gets the gold. That's a nice place for gold. But yeah. I think that's about it. You probably want to make the seeding more difficult than that. That's not that... Okay, that's actually... No, that's a fair number of blazes. You didn't give out any fire res potions ever, which is probably a good design choice. Whoa! Oh, are these spawn rooms? Yes, okay. Okay, I'll stop flying around up here and ruining all the secrets. I'm not in the map anymore, apparently. Oh, there we are. I'm in the ceiling of here somewhere. Here. Yeah, this area could be more difficult. If you want it to be more difficult, actually, seriously, you could move... Can't place torches. There we go. You could move the all these spawners up so that they're activated around here. Put a spawner in here. Go wild with it. You want it to be difficult, make it difficult. I can use pistons to get across there pretty easily. Yeah, the black wool. Giving only 3. Yeah, fine. Because very few players take more than one attempt to get the wool back. I think, in all seriousness, had you given 1, there would have been mass panicking as well. If you really want the black wall to be impossible, that's the sort of thing you got to be doing. But right, overall, I did thoroughly enjoy the map. Difficulty levels were appropriate. There's a couple of things that you need to fix up, but other than that, I enjoyed it. So, thank you very much, AMLP. And I will see you guys, well, hopefully soon. Sayonara, guys, and thanks for the map, AMLP.